Hello, this is Hervé from Comic Book Bin, filling in since 2002. I've always liked the Flash characters, Barry Allen, Jay Garrick, Wally West. So, I've been getting a lot of DC Multiverse action figures. It seems that the fact that the line is dying or is not going to be renewed by DC Comics with McFarlane toys has made them even more popular for me and many other collectors. I had been looking for the Barry Allen Flash action figure, the one from the comics obviously, not the movie with Ezra Miller. So I had been looking for that figure for a while because it never came to Canada. It was an exclusive from Target that was never made available for us here in Canada. So I finally got the figure. Well, not the exact one that I wanted. I got another variant where he's running in the Speed Force or something like that with translucent legs. So I decided I was going to get myself a Kid Flash action figure so I could swap the legs with the Barry Allen. I'm not a real fan of this Kid Flash version, but I wanted his leg and put them on the Flash. And then I caved in and I bought the Justice League Task Force Flash, which is again Wally West, because I like the character, I like the design, but I don't like the pixel art print on the character. That I don't like at all. But the figure is fine, and if McFarlane was to release a regular Wally West Flash action figure with this mold, I think it would work. I'm going to be reviewing them further, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to swipe them. If I do swipe the legs eventually, I'll show you a follow-up video. Alright, the Flash can be problematic because of one thing, the hands. This is not the original hand, I believe, that came with the Flash. It might be, but I know I've done a lot of mix and match. I know I've got some Red Tornado hands. I've got a lot of hands from DC Multiverse action figures. So one of these hands was probably used. Yeah, I've used a Red Tornado hand, it seems, to better match the character. Now the red is not exactly the same with the gloves, but it should fit. Yeah, so like I mentioned, DC McFarlane hands are problematic. They seem to have two sides of fist. They have the tiny fist and a regular size fist. And depending on which figure you've got, they might have the tiny fist. Now, I use this effect. This one came with the Flash. I don't know which Flash. It came with one of the Flashes. I think it might have come with the Barry Allen Unmasked Head Flash. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember anymore. I've got so many of those lying around. So I'm using the fist here. But if you have a tiny fist, you might want to cover it with this Flash effect here. Here, we've got the Barry Allen Silver Age Flash. Obviously, like I mentioned, this is the other version, the one with the translucent boots, which is why I bought this Kid Flash for. But the problem is that the boots are not exactly the same. There's a fold here on the boots, even though it's translucent, and there are no folds here. So they're not the same boots at all. And obviously the wings on the boots are completely different. They're not the same type of wings. So I wanted to use this guy's legs on this guy. The red may match the trunk a bit, but not that much. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do a transplant. I didn't buy any of the Teen Titans because I didn't want to start a new team. But I only bought this Kid Flash just for his legs. But maybe one day I'll switch those legs over here. I'll keep the trunk. and I'll switch just those legs here. Even though it's not the exact same wings on the boots, it might fit. All I need to do is remove the leg from the sockets. I know it's possible to do. I've never done it on a DC Multiverse action figure. I don't want to break this guy. I'm afraid of breaking him, so I'm not going to do it for now. Just going to leave him be for now. And maybe one day when I've got more courage, I'll switch over the character. As you can see, the red is not the same. But with this over, it kind of covers the problem a bit. Got a Dr. Fate that doesn't want to stand up properly. Now I like the Barry Allen Flash. It's got a different head here. This is the mask head. I'm not going to remove the cowl for now. Okay. One of the problems is that the red on the cowl is not exactly the same red as the rest of the figure. Like, it doesn't fit with the neck. There are so many different shades of red here. Another problem are the tiny fist and the tiny forearms. Now these look so puny. McFarlane. It's always been like that with McFarlane. It's never perfect. There's always a problem. One of the figures, proportions, whatever you name it, there's always something off with McFarlane action figures. Maybe he could also inherit some Red Tornado's hands. Let's see. Well, the red wouldn't be the same. Nah, there's too much contrast with the red. It won't fit. Unfortunately, it will not fit. Now, I like this figure a lot, with the alternate head or without. This head could be used on Aquaman, or you could even use it on Dr. Fate if you want to give him an unmasked head. But I like the Barry Allen Flash, even though it's not the one I really wanted because of the translucent parts. But that's McFarlane for you. Why do we buy McFarlane figures if they're never perfect, if there's always a problem with them? I don't know. And finally, the adult Wally West Flash. It's the exact same figure, except for the trunks and the legs, and obviously the head. It's got that dot pixel look, which I don't like, Oliver. I really don't like that. I'm pretty sure McFarlane's gonna make a smooth one, a regular one, which we're all gonna be regretting and say, why did I buy this one instead? I mean, that's the whole point of McFarlane, to create so many versions, but never the one that's perfect, exactly the one that you want. But anyway, it's the exact same Flash except for the trunks, like I said. It's the same tiny arms. The figure came with other legs, other fist, and lightning effects. But I like it. I could clean this up. There's a special product that's not acetane that doesn't burn the plastic, that can probably remove this color, clean some of that crap here, maybe clean those lines a bit, and make it a very nice figure once and for all. It seems that I've got a lot of speedsters, since those guys like to fall a lot. Max Mercury, which is much taller than those guys, and obviously Jay Garrick here. Now the scale on Jay Garrick actually fits with Kid Flash if you were having a Kid Flash, but this is the adult Kid Flash, so he's as tall as Barry Allen. Although the Flash has never been the biggest guy around, neither was Wally West. These are my Flash. The articulation is the exact same. It's a Blue Beetle body. So what's up with the Blue Beetle body? They have the weird ab crunch thing sculpted on the torso. Abs here. The same body. That's a classic superhero body. At least with the Flash, they didn't give him those ugly boots that you see on most McFarlane figure that used the Blue Beetle body, like these boots, which were for Blue Beetle. They gave him special boots here. Why? Why didn't McFarlane use those kind of boots with all the other characters? They're smoother and they're just right. Why use these boots on all those characters that don't have ridge on the boots? Why, McFarlane? Why do you do that? Ridge? Ridge? I'll never understand that company. That company is crazy. They make weird choices with their figures, with everything. It's never perfect. There's always something weird with McFarlane action figures. I don't know why, but I'm an idiot and I keep buying them. Especially now that I know that they're losing their license, I'm still buying them. I've been buying them even more than before. I guess I like the characters so much that I'm willing to deal with weird body proportion, like small heads, very tiny heads, bigger bodies, tiny forearms. At least Kid Flash doesn't look so bad with the forearms, because he's got this glove cover here, so he doesn't look as bad, but it's the same exact body. A lot of them came with lightning effects and so on. I've got a lot of this crap all over the place. I don't know what belongs to what anymore. I just like to customize my figure now, so it's okay. This is Hervé from Comic Book Bin, filling in since 2002. Like and subscribe.